Okay. Oh, okay. Fishing story. Fishing time? We all ready? Should I go? Here, I'm going to make myself bigger, chat. That should work, huh? Okay. Oh. Did we catch anything? Yes. We got out there, probably 25 miles offshore. And I guess my son's just soft. It wasn't that bad of a ride. It was a nice boat, 39-foot CV, chat, with triple 350 Suzukis. It was a tad choppy. I'd give it a 3.2 out of 10 as far as like roughness. The captain sort of put the throttles at about 37. Yeah, I'll get to that. Relax. God damn it. Just quit pre-firing, Trey. Put him at like 37 mile an hour. And it was a little choppy, and I've run a lot of boats, and I was like, man, I wish this guy would put the trim tabs down just a little bit, because like we'd hit a wave, and the second wave would hit like mid boat. What do you call that? I don't know, mid boat, instead of the V hitting it, and it did lead to a little bit of a rough ride. To where if you would have just trimmed down the trim tabs, trimmed the bow down, and the V do its work, it would have been a lot nicer. Wasn't bad. Get out there. No, Suzuki's are good. Actually, we saw a Yamaha getting towed in by another Yamaha. So, Suzuki's, as much bullshit as they get, their bigger motors are good. Buddies of mine that live in Fort Lickerdale, that I used to work with, they have a Contender with 3 Suzuki 300s on it, and fucking they love the motors. They're not. You're paying for the sticker, Yamaha sticker. So anyway, Trey, what's up? Thanks for the sub, brother. Here, you get a captain's hat for that. And a sub. So anyway, we get out there, and that's the good thing about hiring a charter, and this one had good reviews, and they were very good. The captain was very good, because some captains can be complete and total douchebags, because once they get the captain thing, that means they can marry people, that means they can legally probably arrest you on the boat. You know what I mean? There's like serious maritime law that they can have. Like that captain from Tampa. Remember that guy that went viral like a couple months ago down by the Skyway Bridge? Now he's the other extreme he's a fucking psychopath. But most of them can be sort of douchey. Okay? So anyway, yes. Yeah, they jumped on the boat, yes. Now, that guy's a psycho. Yeah, if he would have jumped on my boat, he might not have made it that far. Anyway, I'll just say that. So I bring more than fishing tackle when I go fishing. But anyway, so you can actually open carry in Florida when you're fishing. And there's a bunch of douchebags that, of course, take it to the limit on YouTube. They carry AR-15s and go walk to the park. And the cops get called, and they say, oh, Florida statute 793. Say, yeah, you're right. But do you really think this is necessary? Well, it's my constitution. You know. So anyway, you can go down that path if we want to. So we get out there, and this guy was cool. He was cool, and he was good. Sort of younger guy, probably mid-30s. And, he's on the radio, and, that's the good thing about a captain, is that they all are pretty tight-knit in their group. So they all tell each other, hey, the fish are here, okay? Like, if you go out by yourself, they're like, fuck you, I ain't gonna, that's their living, and I respect that. And that's what you pay for. We get there, and the fucking snapper, mainly mangrove snapper, are crashing baits on the top. I've never seen anything like it. This is in 72 feet of water. 72 feet of water. So we get there. He's got pilchards or white bait, scaled sardines. Where they're different. They call them different area, different. The same fish is called 4 different things. I call them white bait. A lot of people call them pilchards. They're pretty much the staple. Greenbacks. A lot of the inshore guys call them greenbacks because they have silver and they have a green back. So hence the name greenback. There's nothing fucking racist about that fucking term. It's pretty fucking obvious when you look at the fish. It's got a green back. Okay? Exclamation point Porsche. So anyway, and he's got it rigged up right. Okay, we're using, this is JYNXZI's older brother's reel. Let me see here. Can you see this? This is the size reel we were using where we started. About like that. Okay. This is a Daiwa 3000. This is his brother's reel, which is a very nice reel. If you want to spend some money, and it's not a lot of money, if you take care of this thing, like I got some Shimano's that are like 15 years old that still run like butter. If you want, Daiwa makes a great reel, Shimano makes a great reel, the new Penn reels are good. The guy had Penn reels that were very similar to this. The Penns are about $90 to $100 a piece. This one's about $130. It's got more ball bearings. It's sealed probably a little bit better. But these are the size, okay? And we're catching snapper like that, bro. Like that. About that thick. They can fight. They're sort of like a finca. Do I like bait casters? Yeah, I do. Topwater baits. I like them for plugs and shit. Inshore. Am I a steak guy? Yeah. Hey, are we talking about fishing or steak, Usaka? So anyway, he's got 15-pound leader, which is very, very light. A small little yellow weighted head with a hook. And you hook them through the nose, throw them out there, and then you free spool it, and they'll pick it up, and the line will start coming off. Okay. Close. You have open bail. The real ones, you put it right between your fingers. You feel it going, click it, and then the real ones you point at it like you ABS it. You point at the fish till it comes tight, and then all you do is pull up, and then you start cranking. Your silvers, your golds. That's sort of a plat move. Your golds, they want to bass fish and yank it, and when you yank it, you're yanking the slack out of the line. And anyway, the fish will usually throw the hook. So we get out there, and JYNXZI catches shit. He caught 3 or 4 nice ones, and dude, it was crazy. We filled the damn boat up pretty good quickly. We caught a mahi, caught 2 kingfish. I lost a grouper on that light rig, 70 foot of water, and I had it, and it was going zzz, and I had it, and I wasn't reeling against the drag. That's sort of a silver move. And the captain's like, "Hey, you can tighten your drag." I said, "No, I'll just palm it." And I got to make sure I do this right here, Chad. That's when I said I'll palm it. This is sort of like champion stomping level shit. Champion level, not stomping level. Stomping level is like pro bass fishermen that can skip a bait caster under a dock 20 feet. That's stomping level. I'm not there. But anyway, so palming it, tighten the drag. While you're fighting the fish, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You can lose a lot of fish. The real ones, they palm it. And you put your fingers around it. Because this spins when the fish is going. So the real ones will palm it. Like a bigger one, usually you use your whole palm. But something like this, you'll go like this. And that way it's like you can break it. You can break it. Then if it runs really fast, you can let go real quick, right? So it's like instant. It's sort of like it's sort of like you're sniping it. You know what I mean? Like a quick peek, like a stomping quick peek, if you will. You know, you're right there. You can add pressure. You can use your hand to modify the pressure, because once you go here, it's set. You're locked in there. Okay? You go here, you're in control. But if you don't know what you're doing, you'll lose the fish. Anyway, this fish took it. It was going down, and I was holding it and I was palming it, because when I said I'm gonna palm it, the captain sort of, is this the way I look? He sort of looked over at me like that and gave me a little wink and a nod, because he knew I was a fucking real one right then and there. He knew I was a real one when I first cast the fucking first thing. He goes, "You want me to cast?" I said, "No." I fucking whipped it right out there. Fish on. So anyway, this fish is going. So I'm like, okay. Then I finally put the brakes on it. And I'm like, okay, something's going to happen. Either the line's going to break, or he's going to take me in the rocks. Well, I was there, and it was like, and then the line broke. It's like, it was either one or the other. I was either going to turn his head, or something, it was going to break. Or, because I was going to go out on my shield. I wasn't going to let him take me in the rocks. So that's what happened there. So anyway, now we'll get to the stories that y'all want to hear. I had to put myself over a little bit, chat. You can catch, yeah, I prefer artificial bait when I'm fishing around inshore fishing. Give me a trolling motor and my tackle box, tackle bag. I can do that all day. Live bait is more productive when you got a lot of people, yes. It's funner. People, you can chum them up, you can get a lot of fish. You'll never catch a redfish with artificial? No, you always. I catch redfish all day with artificial, bro. You just got, it helps if they're scented. DOA shrimp work good, gulp baits work good, slow presentation. Anyway, so JYNXZI, he caught 3 nice ones. Dude, these are fucking sizable snapper. Sizable. His brother. So anyway, so JYNXZI's got a piss, and it was a little rocky out there, and it's hard to piss on a boat, not because of like piss anxiety, but you gotta like stabilize yourself, right, from not falling over and try to piss. So it is, if you're not a champion at it like I am, it can be tough. Like, you know, JYNXZI he was maybe like a bronze 3 boat pisser, where Sketch is like a copper 5 boat pisser. You saw that video, our fishing excursion. Yeah, Sketch is just, he gets locked up from the start. So anyway, then he finally takes it, like he said, there's an old body armor that they drank. So that became the piss jug, like the Trailer Park Boys. And that seemed to work for him. Then he had a beer or two. And then the sun started beating down. Dude, we've had a record heat here to our Tampa airport, like last week, was 100 degrees, which was a record. Without the feels like temperature, it was 100 degrees. Feels like, I don't know what it was, maybe 115. So anyway, he's not feeling too good. He throws up. And first of all, he spawns in, chat. He's got the most awful looking bucket hat he bought off of Amazon. It looks like something an old man would wear. Like, it was awful. It was still creased and shit where it was folded in the bag. I think he spent maybe $6 on it, and it had the little thing. Then he had his glasses. Then he had the queso shirt on that queso got him. He wore that, and he spawned in. Just, he looked like an NPC, Chad. That was in this morning. So he caught out his cousin, he's sort of fair skinned, so he was wearing fucking sweatpants. I saw him in the morning. I said, really? You're going to wear sweatpants? Oh, yeah, I don't want to get sun. I said, okay. And then, you know, they wear the SPF long sleeve, whatever the hell. I don't wear anything. I don't believe in sunscreen. I've always hated sunscreen from day one when I was a kid. My mom actually, like, scarred me for life on that shit. I don't wear it, and quite frankly, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to sidetrack too much, but there's studies, like, ever since sunscreen became real popular, the incident rate of skin problems has, like, ramped up. So I was always of the opinion when I got older, why am I going to put a chemical on my body that's going to bake into the sun's going to bake it into my skin? Fuck that. So I don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Sens, are you saying blah, blah, blah to me? Because that'll get you a timeout. Okay, yeah, you're fucking timed out, asshole. It's my fucking fish story. Did somebody time him out? Oh, good. Somebody timed him out. And, so anyway, where was I at? I feel like Step Brothers. God damn it, Dale. God damn it, Sense. Lost my train of thought. Like, I don't know where I was at. Where was I at, chat? He spawned in. So anyway, the boat next to us, one of his captain buddies, they caught a bonita. Then, of course, we had to go, hey, our bonita fish big, and then Humbo didn't get the... Oh, yeah, Humbo. He didn't get the whole reference. I said, well, Humbo, they're a trophy fish, so yeah, they're pretty big. So we had that thing. And the guy next to us actually caught a bonita. So we caught, well, we're hoping to catch a tuna, too. It was quite the mixed bag. It was awesome. Anyway. Right, Peak Tick. I think in sweatpants, yeah. So anyway, Humbo starts feeling it. And bro, because we go to the one place, and you got to understand, JYNXZI's older brother, who's the fisherman and the chef, me and him are like diehard. We will hold an angle on fishing for literally 6 hours. While everybody else is baking in the sun, we don't care. We are so fucking locked in. He's like me on that, or I'm like him. We have a lot of this. We do a lot of things together. You know, we go to the bowling range together. Stuff like that. That's the shit we do together. He's locked in. So anyway, we're going next. So next stop, like, okay, hey, maybe we'll get some wind. We'll get moving. Which in our pontoon boat with Sketch, like, he's like, oh man, thank God you got moving. Yeah, it's like air conditioning. Like, cause sitting out there in the dead heat, when the wind died down, it was a sauna. It was pretty hot. He's not feeling it. So we pull up to this wreck, right? This fucking wreck, which has got amberjack on it, some big fish, and we're all fucking. And John's like, I think, Humbo, sorry. He's like, I think I gotta go in. And I almost, me and Nick's older brother looked at us, and I almost did like a stable Ronaldo. I said, like, actually? I almost pulled an actually on him, chat. I almost pulled an actually. So we're like, he's like, dude, I feel lightheaded. I'm like, all right. I said, we probably should go in. And the captain's like, yeah, it's not going to get better. So that was it, chat. We rode in. They filleted all the fish. We got fish. I just had some of the fish. His brother cooked it up with a lemon butter sauce. Probably the best fish I've had ever. The thing was swimming literally hours ago. It was incredible. I can't wait for more of it. I'm going to smoke the kingfish this weekend. We're going to make fish spread out of it. We got some mahi-mahi, which is going to be incredible. And the snapper is great. If you think grouper's good, snapper bodies grouper as far as taste. Now, grouper is a bland fish, takes on the flavor you give it. That's why it's so popular. Now, grouper, I'm not shitting on grouper. Grouper's great. So anyway, yeah, I almost pulled an actually on him. I almost pulled a stable Ronaldo actually on him. Or no, that was that. Yeah, that was Ron. Yeah, Ron. Anyway, so that was the fishing trip. It was great. Um, then on the way home, we took two different cars because we had 5 people, and I didn't want to have a stink bomb on the way back, and one in the Hondeezy. The fucking Honda fucking broke down, chat. So they had to get a goddamn. I stayed to get the fish in the truck, shooting the shit at the dock, and the computer in the Hondeezy went crazy, and it like wouldn't really like go over 30 miles an hour. So they had to get it towed into the dealership and get an Uber home. So that was the end of the fishing trip, chat. So it was memorable. Never be forgotten. Did you use Bonita's bait? No. We used live bait, and then he had cut cigar minnows that he used to chum, and we used for bait as well. And it's basically really light, like free, like you get like a little chum slip going, and you throw a few in there or a live bait with a hook in it and just drift it back. It wasn't like offshore. No, it's not offshore. Offshore are real ones. If you say offshore, you're like automatic, like Platt. When you say we're going deep sea fishing, you're fucking copper, dude. Stop saying that. You're going offshore. You got 3 types of fishing. You got offshore, which is what we did, or for pelagics, like in the Keys or off the Atlantic. You got near shore, which I like to call bay fishing or near shore beach fishing, which is maybe a mile or 2 off the beach, which a lot of your migratory fish run off the beach when they run, like your kingfish, Spanish mackerel, your tarpon run off the beach. That's near shore. Inshore, I consider mangroves and oyster bars. That's inshore. So you have 3 types. Chat, we learned something today. Inshore, nearshore, offshore. Never ever, if you say deep sea fishing, I'm banning you for a year from my stream. Okay? What was the biggest catch of the day? Probably the mahi-mahi that his brother caught. It was probably about, some of the snapper, like inshore fishing, you catch a snapper that big, and that's edible. 8 inches is the minimum. If you catch one like that, that's pretty good snapper inshore. Bro, these snapper were like this, and like that, and like that thick. They were fucking slabs. They rip drag. But the Dorado or the Mahi was probably about, I don't know, about like that. Let me see here, Chad. I can pull it up. Let me see if I can find the. I'll stop the picture here. Bear with me for a second. Here we go.
There you go. Nice.
Let me see if I can stop this thing.
There you go. Nice.
Now pause, you piece of shit. Here you go, chat. Hold on, let me get a better angle on it. There we go. Chat. You see this? This was the mahi. It was a small one, but it's going to be good to eat, man. Chat, can you see that? See it? I don't know if you can see it. Let me dim it down. Try this out. How's that? See it? I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. Not a bad size. On a tiny, see the reel, chat? The reel's not, see how small the reel is? Anyway, that was it. That was the Dorado, or the Mahi, whatever you call them. Oh shit, I got focus. Hold on. right. Whoa. 100 bits. Wow. Stan is